Yo, what is going on, everybody? So right now I'm currently in India. I didn't bring any microphones or anything with me, so this audio quality might not be the best. And I'm even outside. I didn't bring a pop filter or anything. So like I said, if the audio is bad, just apologize for me. There's really nothing else I can do. But today we're talking about whether or not the iPhone 6 was a failure or not. Now, people comment and tell me all the time that the iPhone 6 was the worst iPhone ever made. It wasn't much of an improvement, yada, yada, yada. But I personally don't think that. I personally think that the iPhone 6 was one of the best iPhones ever made. Now, I don't think it's the best in terms of buy this iPhone over the iPhone 10 or anything. I just mean it's kind of pushed the boundaries of an iPhone at the time. Probably not anymore, but first of all, I just want to say no iPhone has been a complete 100% success, but at the same time, no iPhone has really been a complete failure either. Maybe besides the iPhone 5C, that was a pretty bad one, but even that one wasn't completely horrible, but every iPhone really did do a lot for the future of iPhones. Now, the iPhone 6 in particular was the biggest upgrade in terms of looks for the iPhone, since it was kind of the first one to be the bigger one, and the numbers showed it too. This was the best-selling iPhone ever made. This and the 6 Plus are actually on the top 3 most sold phones of all time. The only ones above this are the Nokia phones that are the huge ones back in the day. So it definitely brought Apple a bunch of money, so that's a really great thing for them. So in terms of sales, it wasn't a complete failure, so we can just knock that out to the side. The overall looks of the iPhone was pretty much carried through many years after the iPhone 6 as well. Now, it isn't a full copy past the 6S, but the iPhone 6S looks exactly like the iPhone 6, but you can still see the resemblance of the iPhone 6 on the newer iPhones as well. Really, the main downside of the iPhone 6 was the internal chipset. It had the Apple A8 chip, which wasn't too big of an increase from the iPhone 5S. When I was, comparing them side by side, I made a whole separate video about them too. There really wasn't much of a difference between them in terms of speed and performance and everything, which really kind of sucked. I really think the iPhone 6 could have held up more, but that's really just Apple kind of not spending more money to upgrading the internals of the iPhone 6 more. And it also only had 1GB of RAM, which the iPhone 5, 5S, and the iPhone 6 all had, so I don't really know why they didn't increase it for the iPhone 6. They really should have done that, but at least they increased it on the iPhone 6S. Battery life wasn't too bad either. The 6 Plus had awesome battery life, and Apple's still doing the $30 replacements, which I'd highly recommend, but I would really not recommend buying the iPhone 6 if you have the money. I mean, sure, if it's your only choice, then get it, but if you have other choices, then definitely upgrade. So everything taken into consideration, was the iPhone 6 a failure? In my eyes, absolutely not. It might not have been the most powerful phone at the time. It might have not been a huge upgrade from the iPhone 5S internally, but externally, it really brought a lot to Apple, showcasing a bigger screen, a different body style, and all that stuff. And Apple ultimately focused on the design of this phone rather than changing up the internals, which in my opinion was really stupid. I really wish they just did both, change the way it looks and upgraded the internals, but whatever. But yeah, ultimately the pros outweigh the cons, and it definitely wasn't a failure in my opinion. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion, or you agree with me or disagree with me, leave it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your opinion. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, but definitely hit that subscribe button. That'll make me feel so much better. And like I said, guys, the audio might not be the best, so of course I want to apologize beforehand, but I still want to make content while I'm here. I just don't want to stop cold turkey or whatever. I don't even know what the saying is. But definitely go down in the description and check out the links and stuff. My second channel, my main channel, my SoundCloud, all this stuff is down there. I really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.